Okay, so I've been working and I'm about to start round 10. Let me tell you about a few things that I did. Once I got a few rows into maybe around round 4 or 5, I took the tail and I pulled it to close that circle of my magic ring right there in the middle. If you just give it a tug, it'll close that up and look nice and neat. As you look into the bowl that is now forming, you can count how many rows you've done. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this outer row is 9. If you flip it that way, this that was once kind of inside our bowl is the right side of the crochet work. You can see the different rows, where in here you just see a lot of different bumps. And I'm going to kind of tuck my tail into there. I stopped and wanted to restart here at round 10 because this is where we switch to our black yarn. I'll bring our black yarn into the picture here. When I switch colors, I will have my hook through that last loop that remained on our hook from the last round. And I'll insert my hook into the first stitch of the next round. But instead of grabbing that yellow, we're going to switch to black. So I'm going to drape my black tail around the front of my hand, and then I'm going to hook it onto the hook, pull that through to pull up my loop of the single crochet. As you can see, this yellow one's getting a little loose, so I'm going to pull that a little tight. I'm going to pull my black one a little tight, and then I'm going to yarn over, making sure I'm using the working end of the yarn, and pull through both loops. And now as I continue on, I'm just going to be using the black. And round 10 calls for 6 single crochets and an increase. We'll do that 4 times. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, insert to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Here's number 3, number 4, 5, 6, and so now we're going to place our increase. 1 single crochet back into that same stitch for our second one, and we'll continue on with another 6 single crochets. And I've done 6, so now my next is going to be the increase. This is our 3rd round of 6 single crochets. And our increase. Okay, last grouping of 6 single crochets and the increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that last remaining yellow stitch is going to be our increase. Now we had 32 stitches of black as we went around. Our next round wants us to continue with that black yarn and do all 32, followed by switching to yellow, and then a round of yellow 32, and then we'll switch back to the black on round 14, and that's where I'll pick up with the video again. Sometimes you would go ahead and cut the previous color when you're about to do a color change, but with this, since we're just going to switch rapidly, I'm just going to leave this here and pick it back up when we get back to the yellow row.